Hello, and welcome to Your Money 2.0. I'm Thomas Fox, Community Outreach Director of Cambridge Credit Counseling. Back in the first week of March, many of us began receiving letters alerting us that the 2010 U.S. Census forms are on their way. By completing the very simple questions asked by the census, each of us gains a voice in the direction of our country and in our own financial future. That's because the census has a variety of important uses, some of which you may not have heard about before. You probably already know that the information gathered by the census determines the number of congressional seats each state receives, often leading to the redrawing of voting districts and affecting the Electoral College. But there are two other important uses of census information that should compel each of us to participate. First is the allocation of billions of federal program dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. Nearly $400 billion annually is allotted for the planning and implementation of federal programs and services. These funds are used for school and infrastructure construction, housing, and community development. In 2007, information from the most recent census was used to allocate $30 billion for food stamps, $16 billion for Section 8 housing, and almost $9 billion for school lunch programs. Job training, a critical component in our emerging knowledge-based economy, is tied to the information gathered by the census as well. Census data provides state and federal policymakers with information critical to decisions affecting eligibility for job training grants and other employment program funding. Census information is also used to distribute billions in funds for federal programs beneficial to workers and their families, including unemployment insurance, job search assistance, and recruitment services. Furthermore, funds are allocated for prisoner reentry programs that help former inmates find work after their release, a vital component to the rehabilitation process. Something you may not be aware of is how the private sector uses census data to make business decisions. These can include strategies for growth, which may involve both the location of new facilities and the hiring of additional employees. Census data also help businesses make more knowledgeable decisions about the people they serve, enhancing overall economic performance and improving the standard of living in communities. So in essence, your input assists businesses in choosing locations vital to growth, yours and theirs. Census data also helps lenders and insurance companies evaluate investment planning and financial risks. This is why insurance rates vary from town to town. And although we have learned many factors about the housing market, census information is also important to the sector's growth. Builders and contractors use this information when selecting sites for construction and rehabilitation projects. How are growth decisions impacted by the census? One major concern of the business community is having an adequate supply of skilled workers to draw from. Information gathered through the census helps businesses determine whether or not a location can be supported by the local workforce. In addition, businesses use census data to help them meet specific needs of the population served in each area. For example, in areas where large numbers of people primarily speak a language other than English, businesses can offer bilingual information about their services. In communities with high percentages of senior citizens, businesses can tailor their facilities and train staff to assist people who may have more trouble hearing or getting around on their own. I hope you can appreciate that the census is very important and that you should not discard the form when it arrives. Your answers will not only affect your family, but your neighbors' families, and others who may be in need of a host of services which could disappear if you're not counted. Well, that's it for this edition. As always, we welcome your feedback and ask for your thoughts and suggestions by emailing us at yourmoney2@cambridgecredit.org. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm Thomas Fox for Cambridge Credit Counseling.